We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
So much has happened since the Super Bowl was last in this part of the U.S. in the early 90s. The Rams and Chargers have both returned to L.A., and they've constructed this incredible new palace for football, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And it will be the scene tonight for Super Bowl 56. And what a matchup we have. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy between the Green Bay Packers taking on another NFC team in the Dallas Cowboys.
Can you hear me all right?
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. Now Pollard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Got my bang.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time,
by the way.
and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
Got it.
9 yards.
First down, yeah.
They'll have a second and 1.
Thanks.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take
Told
a
you
great
we'd
play
play some
caller to
football.
realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Go this way.
Just a yard to go here on second down. Here's Prescott.
Shoot.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
That's my fault. I took too long
Just
looking
2
around.
plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback.
Get your head in the game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott.
Got it.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On play action, Prescott.
Got it.
And he's got it. He got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside
Draft
the 20.
is good, but not for my QB.
30 yards.
Sorry to hear that.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always
Cowboys
wonder
bought a lot of people.
going to respond and come out
We got a lot of people, like 5 or 6,
they got a great
but we didn't.
right there. And
hope we got a good team going.
On that side of the field, because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, he's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Draw play, Elliott.
That sucked.
There as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
All right.
A good run on first down, followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Got him. Got it in there.
With a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Brandon,
Well,
this
you
is the
could
Super
be
Bowl.
the Green Bay
A
Packers and
touchdown
lose your
scored in
quarterback
any
to
game
the
is
Jets.
big. In this one, it's massive.
So,
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
yeah, probably. They don't have a
Here
good
we go with the
quarterback.
Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in the days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can.
This would be the year
to
that I
will
get
them to
1,000
win.
subscribers.
There, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Yep. I'll get 1,000 subscribers. I'll monetize and I'll just be making all sorts of money.
Settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there.
Oh, you got the new Madden 23?
Rodgers now on first down. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man.
Sucked.
St. Brown. Touchdown.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Equanimous St. Brown. 44 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
I kind of like 22 so far, but I just like playing games.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Pollard. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
I think if I didn't have to go to doctor's appointments, I'd probably just stay inside and play games. If I could get paid to play games, that'd be cool. Wouldn't have to talk to anybody. Oh.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't
No,
necessarily just
don't go to the
absolutely
ground
go in
game.
the
You keep
opposite
throwing
direction.
the ball and you
They're
keep
doing
going
so well
down.
throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott.
Get it.
And
Damn it.
incomplete on the deep ball.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
That was just dumb.
To force it in, and it's intercepted.
That was dumb.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
I should have freaking. That was just dumb.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Dumb on me.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Wow.
Rodgers connecting with Equinemius St. Brown.
What a night. All right. Oh, that's all right.
Now Crosby for the point after.
Only up by a touchdown.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Only up by a touchdown.
They got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Yeah. Kneel it down, thank you.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Give me the
He's
first.
taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse.
Good job.
First down.
Welcome in, everybody.
Offense, they think to themselves,
all you guys that are just watching.
They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. 41 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
God bless it.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Chris Barnes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, CeeDee Lamb. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. It's spotted at the 14-yard line.
Could we do something?
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
There's Prescott. Outright completes it to Jarwin.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers.
That's
good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. He's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses?
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And there's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others.
No, he's staying in.
Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. They find some open field here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
All right, here we go, here we go.
Once more. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now
roughing the kicker, Paul. Should have known that
so
one.
The extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
I think he just hit the upright.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what
How
you
about
try
get
and
the
do
ball
is expand
downfield?
how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked
not too happy with it either.
Sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
I'm not happy with it
The
either.
Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Prescott now. Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackle shy of the 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back.
Guess we held him pretty
that
good.
One ended up incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Good God.
Touchdown, Packers.
What a mess.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns.
Oh, this is just not my night. It's just not my day.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now Pollard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He needs some sort of passing
69
game
yards
going.
rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. 2nd down at 4. A give to Elliott. Dances by him.
Got it.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off.
Okay.
The quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Yeah, he is. Quarterback
1st and 10,
struggling. Good time.
He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Prescott looks to throw on first.
Dang it.
Dangerous throw there.
That was a dangerous one. Yeah, you're right.
Coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10. from the gun, it's Elliott. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
1 inches.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. But they only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And this one incomplete. Oh, a dangerous throw. Nearly picked off in the end zone, but instead 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Not my night.
Darius Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
Let's get the field goal.
Prescott off. Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
2nd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The give is to Jones.
Nope.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and that's going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll run for it with Dillon.
God damn it.
He's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
We're not even at halftime yet.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now, as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them. Settling, they probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. To throw on 2nd and 10, Prescott. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Prescott off play action. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Prescott again.
Got it. Finally.
Receiver Cooper. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well. As it
timeout.
Inside the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Come on.
From the red zone now, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
God.
He's going to go down. They
Listen.
sack him back right around the 30. Dean Lowry in there to bury him for a loss of 11. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Rodgers on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape past the 30.
Come on.
Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the 4th quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. A give to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This will be the 8th play in the drive.
But Rodgers
here.
is
3rd
like
and 4.
35 to 10, so.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Nope.
Being chased out
Nope.
left.
He's going to get the touchdown all by himself because I'm too stupid.
Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from the 20. And the Packers are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Oh, this is blocked. The Cowboys pick it up, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, there's really a virtual chip shot.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
We don't.
It's so
We just
tough because
hang
we always
on.
have got to be in a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Darius Smith in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Cody Ely, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Who cares?
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he'll get this back across
Who
the
cares?
Stipend down to the 47-yard
Rough
line.
night. Might as well just throw it to
They
him.
tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion. Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Rodgers going to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
What the heck was that?
End zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it
I don't
after
know.
3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Crosby is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Now Pollard. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Take that. Let's see if we can get a run
set for this
going.
next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete.
Oh, wow. Surprised I caught that.
That catch good for only a couple.
It's a game of
Surprised I caught
matchups,
that.
and that's why you take your receivers and
It's
move
been
them
going
around the
tonight.
bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It looks like the Packers
Welcome
have
in,
added an extra
everybody.
DB
This is a
on
massacre.
3rd down.
I'm losing. I'm the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm losing.
To throw is Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And boy, he is very
Which
close
means
to a
I
first down.
suck.
But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
My luck, I'd get an interception if
Now
I
on
tried to
4th
go
down
for
run is
inches.
the punt team sending this one away. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
Yeah, he's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. 3 yards on that last carry.
Just having a
Here's 2nd and 7.
bad night.
Throwing is Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I need a Tunyon on my team.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow
Let's
able to
see
muscle
here.
his way
How
open
about-
and catch the ball.
Let's go there.
And again, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Suck.
Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting
Sucks.
a full 8 yards on that
Sucks,
play.
sucks, sucks.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Have fun.
Again, it's Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
On first down, it's Jones. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
We're going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout.
So now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their
Somebody
first,
keeps
so 2
messaging
remaining.
me.
It
says there's a message
in
on
this third quarter.
But I don't see it. So
on second down, it's Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So I don't know whose message is here, but
in the Super Bowl.
This is the National
Football League on EA Sports.
No, it's not that one. No, it's not that. It is this. I don't see any. See, there's no messages. I don't know. But it says I have 28, but there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 on YouTube, so I don't know how you're supposed to see them. Oh well.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long.
Right.
They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Not sure where those messages are at.
On play action, Rodgers. And he's going to be
hit him in the back of the head.
He let him a bit too much.
They're certainly not letting up
So
on the pressure in this
right
one.
now. Hit him in the back
Oftentimes
of
you
the
hear this
head.
expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, is the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter?
They'll look to run with Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone.
Why not? Why is my guy touching your butt?
A.J. Dillon, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are pouring it on. Just power.
Pouring it on, or isn't it pouring it on? It's over.
Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
50 to 10.
Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that will extend this big lead.
I'm just going to run it right down there.
Now after the touchdown,
right down
here's
the middle.
Crosby to kick it away.
I don't care where it's at.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
All right.
And out now come the Cowboys. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
We're going to go for square.
Now Prescott.
Square.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's not a roughing the passer. Okay.
Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Let's just go all the way down.
They're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl. They're going to need this one on fourth down.
Not get sacked.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Going to take a shot for Gallup. A fight for it, and this is caught.
Oh my God! Wow, I'm surprised.
There on 4th and 10.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Schultz. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line.
Maybe we can get a touchdown before the end of the game.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10.
That's how I feel about it.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. The tight end Jarwin with
Why would you come towards me? Go towards the end zone.
Back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll wind up losing 3
We'll
here
take
on
a
the
field
play,
goal.
and
What the
it'll be
hell?
4th down.
I don't know why you came back towards quarterback.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Jones.
About time I do something right.
Around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Packers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Got it.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
I just like ran right into him, so.
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Make this go away.
Another try after the first down set. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dean Lowry, his second sack of the night. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you use the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Might as well.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. And again, it's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
No, it won't. We're going to go for the first.
Running with Elliott. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Chris Barnes in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
He's putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there in 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Wow, I should just not play that much at all because we do better when I don't play.
In this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and then get anywhere close to the first down.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Wow.
Touchdown!
I got a touchdown. Holy crap.
Dalton Schultz, 40 yards. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Zerline good with a PAT as they make the score just a
51 to 20
respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all.
No, you can't fault them for the effort.
Now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that went off the mark. A little late with a throw. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Okay, folks, that was a horrible game.
Packers are your Super Bowl champions.
But anyways, thanks for everybody who
for the
hung with me
victors
and
getting
watched.
to hoist that Lombardi trophy. You know, we've talked
we
to
will
guys
see
that
you
have
in the
done it,
next
and
game.
they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know
See you
how
later,
there
guys.
can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible.